Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Isabella Nothando, and this is the channel where we're all about growth, motivation and encouragement, and sometimes we also dig into hair, beauty and fashion. So before we go anywhere, it's my birthday. It's my birthday. Yeah, you got it right. Today is my birthday, as you would have seen from the title of the video. And in today's video, I'm going to be telling you guys 24 lessons that I've learned in the past 24 years. And I think technically I've actually lived 23, and the 24th one is a bonus because I'm just like stepping into 24 today. So yeah, without further ado, let's get right into the video. I would also like to say welcome to every new member of the fam bam, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for staying, and I hope that you like this video once again and that you share it with your people. So I wrote my lessons on my phone. I don't want to waste too much time because my family is going to miss me out there. I've got the lessons on my phone, and so I'm going to start from the 24th lesson. The 24th lesson is life goes on. I'm just going to get right in there, and if it gets deep, please do forgive me. I'm a very deep person. So lesson 24 says life goes on, and this is the bonus lesson. Wow, people are trying to party out there. And then lesson 23 is be nice and be kind. That is one of the biggest lessons that I've learned in the past, I think maybe 12 months. Yeah, I think being nice and being kind is just simply the way to go. And then lesson 22 says let love lead. How do I say this? I think in life a lot of things come at us excuse me, a lot of things come at us, and then you are forced to like respond in a certain way, like I'm gonna scream, I'm gonna be angry, I'm gonna do this. But then one thing that I've learned is that in every conversation, in every reaction, in every post, in every sentence, every statement, every message that I send to somebody, I try as much as I can. Not always, sometimes I fail because of course I'm human, but then I try as much as I can to make sure that love is leading. If it does not come from a place of love, I try not to say it. And I think that's why most of the time I just go quiet, because I feel like I've got no love to give. But when I feel like I need to say something, I try as much as possible to make sure that it is coming from a place of love. Lesson 21 says it's not all about me. Oh my god, that is a big fat lesson that I learned. And I think it's easy for you to like be engrossed in yourself, to be so self-centered that you think the whole world revolves around you. But I learned that life is not everything. It's not all about me. Sometimes it's going to be about somebody else. Sometimes it's going to be about the world. Even like right now, you can't be focusing so much on yourself when the world is going through a pandemic. So it's not all about me. There's so many other important things in the world. I'm just a small piece of the big cake. 20 is give, not just money but time. Giving is a very important thing, and the word of God also says give and it shall be given back unto you. So if you're wishing or hoping to receive something, I think you should start from yourself. Give out what you want to receive, and then you'll get it back, definitely. Because the universe, without even talking about God, the universe doesn't have what do you call them, debts with people. If you give out, you definitely get it back. Some people call it karma. Whatever you give out is what you give, what you get back. So yeah, try it, it works. Then number 19 is calm down, impulse, patience, breathe. So I used to be a very impulsive person. Like, if you tell me something right now, I want to respond to you right then. If something happens to me, I want to react right then. But then I learned to calm down. to just breathe and take a step back and be like, okay, let's give it 2 hours, let's give it 7 days, let's give it 3 days, let's give it a minute, 10 seconds even, just breathe. Because it's very easy to get lost in the world and just want to like do everything right there, right then. But then if it's not an emergency, then there's no need for you to hurry. Then the 18th lesson is always be kind to yourself. Give yourself grace, because it's your first time in today. You haven't done this before, and when you know better, you do better. So that was a long statement, but it simply means be kind to yourself. You know, sometimes we are so hard on ourselves, like, why didn't I do better? Why didn't I do this? But when you know better, you do better. And the fact that you've been around for like 24 years doesn't necessarily mean that you know what's going to happen tomorrow. It's going to be my first time in tomorrow. It's going to be my first time. It's my first time being me. Like, I've never been me before. So I need to give myself grace and be like, you know what? Yes, you made a mistake, but it's your first time doing this. It was your first time trying out this day. So I think, like we always say, that a new day is a new chance to start new things. So if you make a mistake in that day, don't be mad, because you still have another chance tomorrow. So just be kind to yourself and give yourself as much grace as possible, because if you're not kind to yourself, who's going to be kind to you? Then number 17, lesson 17 says, you are the owner and the artist of your canvas. There's only so much people can do for you. The rest is up to you. Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot. I think your life belongs to you. What happens to your life, what happens in my life, belongs to me. It's my canvas, and it's my brush, and it's my paint. I have to paint the picture that I want people to see. So sometimes I was talking to my parents the other day, and I was saying, for example, if you're doing your matric, it's your life, you know. Nobody's going to like lift you up in the morning and say, let's go back, let's go read, open this chapter. It's your life. You need to do what you need to do for yourself to succeed. And there's only so much we can do for you. Like, we can cheer you on, we can send you nice messages and everything, but if you're in matric, or if you're doing a master's degree, or if you're doing an undergraduate degree, it's yours and yours alone. If you don't push yourself to do your best, no one is going to do it for you. Like, they'll probably tell you to do it, but they can't really open the books and write the chapters for you. So it's your life, so do what you can when you can do it. Then lesson 16 is everyone's life is wasting away. I learned this lesson a couple of days ago. Everyone's life is wasting away, but you need to fill your life with value and meaning, and make sure you are remembered well. I think this speaks for itself. Like, it's easy for you to feel like, oh, my life is useless, but because your life is your own, it's your own canvas, you have to fill it with meaning and value on your own. Don't expect people to come to you and be like, oh, here's some value, put it into your life. Okay, here's some success, there you go, so that people can remember you in the future. No, it's up to you and you alone. It's up to me. Lesson 15 says, God's ways are not your ways. His plans are not your plans. It's okay when I make plans and they don't work out, because God's plans are bigger than my plans. And I have to give myself grace and be like, you know what, I am not in control. God is in control. So as much as I plan for my future and I plan for my now, and I wish things were a certain way, I always make sure that I remember that God is the owner of this entire universe, and His plans are bigger than my plans. His ways are bigger than my ways. Then lesson 14 says, what I represent is bigger than me, but I have all that I need to do this life thing, no matter what comes my way, big or small. So the first thing that I can get from this is that I am representing something bigger than me. I represent a community of Black women from Africa and from Zimbabwe. That's the first thing that I represent. I represent my culture, where I come from. I'm African, I'm a Black woman, and that is so much bigger than I might try to even fathom. Like, we are facing so many problems as Black women in Africa, and specifically living in Southern Africa. There's so much violence being faced by women. So everywhere that I walk, everywhere that I speak, every post that I post, I'm representing something bigger than myself. And also as a Christian, I'm representing the kingdom of God. So every step that I take, everything that I do, it's not just for myself. I'm an ambassador of something that other people can't see. But every time I make a mistake or I have a success moment, people are like, oh, she was a black woman from Zimbabwe. Or if I make a mistake, they're like, oh, she was a black woman from Africa, something like that. And the last part was, but I have all I need to do this life thing, no matter what comes my way. Like, that verse that says God never tests you with a problem that is bigger than you, a problem that you cannot conquer. God is like that. So you have everything inside of you to face whatever problem, whatever good thing that is coming your way. Some people are like, oh my God, the success is too much for me. God knew you before you were born. So he knew that if you are too successful, or as successful as you are, God knew that you could handle it. God knew that you are able. So I should never be afraid of anything that comes my way, big or small, bad or good. I have everything inside of me to make it work. Then lesson 13 says it's not that deep. This one's a funny one. Like, how we like to make everything so deep and be like, oh, my problems are so big, oh, I'm never gonna make it out of this. It's not that deep. Okay, like sometimes I'll just be crying and I'll be like, girl, it's not that deep, stop it, and then I stop. Then lesson 12 is silence is a virtue. Know when to speak. This speaks for itself. Sometimes it's best to just shh. Then I also learned that lesson 11, words can heal. Speak and write. I'm very much into journaling. I don't do it every day. I don't do it as much as I'd like to. But I believe that if I use my words and I write them down or I speak them, even sometimes having a proper conversation with a human being is a way to heal yourself. Words can heal you. Words can heal other people. Like sometimes you will be going through something with another person. Suppose it's a relationship with your sister or your friend, and then you're not communicating, you're not using your words. And then later on, when you finally reflect on a certain situation that happened in the past, you end up realizing that if only this person had said this, if only I had said this, things would have been so much different back then and for us right now. So I think speaking to other people, using your words can heal both of you, can heal other people and yourself. Then also journaling or reading words, even without even having to write them, reading words from other people can totally heal you. That's why I think therapy is good, because you're actually speaking and someone is speaking life into you. So yeah, then lesson 10 says watching and listening to current news in your region is actually very important. This one, it sucks because when I was a kid, I hated to watch the news, totally hated it. I'll just be like, why am I watching news, But these days, I found out that if I don't watch the news, I won't know things, like when to travel, where to travel, how to travel, what is the weather like. Watching news is important, guys. That's part of adulting. I think when you're an adult when you start watching the news and actually enjoying it. Then lesson 9 is be a good citizen even when no one is watching. Wow. Don't throw trash on the floor. Don't pour oil on the ground. Don't waste water in the shower. Even when no one's watching, be a good citizen of the world, of the earth even. Do not be shy of your faith. This one is a big one, and I recently got the revelation that if I am not proud of who I am, if I am not proud of my faith, if I'm not proud of what I believe, then no one is going to be proud of it for me. So wherever you are, it's important for you to see yourself before other people can see you, so that it's easier for you to like give back the love, and for you to totally fathom or understand what they actually see in you. Because guys, and also take time to mask, mask your face, go for a walk, dance in the rain, like bask in the sun. That's part of sorry, that's part of self-love. Just love yourself and care for yourself, and in turn you'll see that it's going to be so much easier for you to love other people, because you can't pour from an empty cup. So your cup has to be full of love before you can pour it out to other people. Then lesson number 3 is family comes first. These people were chosen for you by God. I totally truly believe this. Our family are the people that God chose for us. And I believe that there is no plan of God that is a mistake. There's no plan that God has ever made that did not have like a true meaningful purpose for my life. So if God chose for me to be here, if God chose for me to be born into a family like this, he definitely had an amazing agenda, and I cannot wait to see it unfold. So I really love my family and I love my friends, and I'm happy to be in the circle of people that I'm in, because they uplift me and they teach me and they support me. They don't judge me, they just accept me for who I am. Then reading is a good thing. That's lesson number 2. Reading is a good thing, and you learn a whole lot from other people, and it broadens your worldview. Oh my god, worldview, that's a very important subject that we're going to talk about in a whole different video. Your worldview is something that will affect how you walk, it will affect how you process things, it will affect how your productivity even is affected by your worldview. Because if you think that where you are is all of it, like this whole circle in this room, this is all about life, this is what life is, you'll be so shocked to find out that out there is so much more happening. Like if you think that for example, poverty, people are living in dire poverty, you'll find out that there are people who are so rich that they don't know how much a gallon of fuel costs. Like how much is a bottle of milk? They don't know that because they are so rich that they can't. But if you surround yourself with knowledge of poverty and poverty and poverty, how are you going to interact with the outside world? So read books, watch movies, watch documentaries, go on Nat Geo, see the world, be curious. I think that's like the essence of it. Be curious. Then lesson number 1 is pray always. It works. This is like my first lesson number 1 and final one for this video, to pray and pray always, because God is always listening. And I know that prayer, a lot of people believe that to pray you need to be kneeling down and be in a church with other people. But to pray, you can be in a closet in the dark. To pray, you can be holding your journal, just talking, writing letters to God. To pray, you can be walking in the street and just see a beautiful car and be like, Lord, that's a very beautiful car. Thank you for the person who built this car, the knowledge that they had, the innovation that they, you just glorify God wherever you are. Praise God, worship God, and pray all the time. Pray for other people, pray for yourself, pray for peace in the world. So yeah guys, that is all that I have for you for today, and I am thinking of doing a birthday vlog. I don't know, I'll see, but it's not going to be packed with activities because I'm just stuck at home with my family, and I'll probably just show you bits and pieces of it, and I'll explain also something is happening to me right now, but I'll explain in the vlog. Yes, I'll do the vlog and I'll show you guys a bit of what's going to happen today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you liked this video and that it wasn't too long. Do like, comment and subscribe and share with your people as well, because we're trying to get to 200 subscribers. I love you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Oh, and this is my hair. I just have like 2 strand twists in it. Maybe that should be for the vlog, right? Yeah.